Hi, I'm Fawn, President and Group Publisher at ITWC.
And I'm Jim Love, Chief Digital Officer at ITWC.
Keeping up with online marketing news and tactics can take hours.
That's why we bring you top marketing news and insights every week.
Welcome
to CMO Digital. Today we're reporting on the result of an online survey among senior tech marketing leaders in August of this year by global media publisher IDG.
The report covered marketing spending patterns and drivers and the role of marketers in the context of data-driven strategies.
It looked at what's hot, social, video, native advertising, and challenges facing tech marketers. Now the good news is, spending is on the rise.
Companies will spend on average 8.6% of annual revenue on marketing expenses.
And 63% of those surveyed report their annual marketing budgets will increase. The average increase is expected to be about 22% per year, year over year.
The difference from previous years is that digital will account for 1/3 of all marketing expenditures.
And one of the big insights for those who don't believe that digital marketing makes a measurable contribution, here's the simple fact. Those companies that have a data-driven strategy, those who measure, spend vastly more on digital marketing than those who don't.
Well, on average, 35% of total marketing expenses are allocated to digital marketing. Companies that have a digital-driven strategy and measure results most effectively allocate on average 40% of their budget to digital marketing. Those who do not have a data-driven strategy spend considerably less, 29%.
Clearly, companies are driven to concrete results.
According to the study, 62% of spending is being spent in areas of direct response.
And yet branding still takes a significant portion of spending, 38%. Clearly, they think it makes a measurable difference. Which raises a great question. What are they measuring?
The study reports on the top 5 metrics. The top 3 are clearly directed related to increases in sales, revenue, and market share.
So here they are. Number of sales leads, 73% of companies surveyed use this as a key metric. Increase in gross revenue, 71%. Increase in market penetration, 61%. But they also paid attention to share of conversation, share of voice, 47% of companies. Positive sentiment, word of mouth, brand awareness, 41%.
But if data and data-driven strategies are important, marketers don't necessarily think they have the right skills.
Only a small part thought they were effective or very effective in 3 key categories. 28% thought they were effective or very effective in collecting and connecting data.
Only 24% thought they were effective or very effective at rapidly analyzing data.
And 27% thought they excelled at bringing data or data-driven insights to market.
Where is there room for improvement?
Well, 43% thought there was room for improvement in collecting data, 40% in analyzing data and gaining cross-channel insights, 44% in bringing data-driven insights to market via personalized, tailored marketing campaigns.
What's holding companies back? What are the big challenges? 56% said budget constraints, 52% said a lack of process.
And 43% thought it was the skills and talents of their team, while 30% thought it was a lack of control over the data.
The study also looked at what's hot. What are the key areas of interest? What's next to invest in?
35% said mobile apps, 37% said customer journey research, 37% said video advertising, and 32% said social events, Twitter, Google Hangouts.
And proving that content is still king, influence and blogger programs are being considered by 42%. They are willing to invest in these programs.
More on content, 44%. 4 out of 10 use native advertising as part of their marketing strategy.
8% of digital campaigns completed in the last 12 months had a component of native advertising, and 30% experimenting with using native advertising in the next 12 months.
All in all, great news for publishers. Brands matter. Premium media brands. 62% of companies felt that selecting premium media brands was either critical or very important when making branding-related investments.
And 50% felt the same way about direct response investments. Premium brands were critical or very critical in the investment decision.
That's a sneak preview of the IDG study. If you want a more in-depth view, contact us at sales@itwc.ca and we'll be glad to give you a full presentation. This week, our shout out goes to Aldo Kandari. Aldo is the founder and CEO of Kandari, an agency from Toronto.
Kandari was just named WARC 100's top automotive creative agency in the world for their work with BMW Canada.
Thanks to Aldo's agency, the new BMW Model 1M Coupe almost sold out in pre-orders. Soon after they arrived in Canada, they were all gone.
We're excited to see what your agency does next.
If your agency has exciting news or makes a change in its executive team, shoot us a tweet at CMO Digital. you'll have a chance to be featured in next week's shout-out.
That wraps up this episode of CMO Digital. I'm Fawn. And
I'm Jim Roth. That wraps up this episode of CMO Digital. If you like the program, follow us at CMO Digital for marketing news all week long.
You can listen to this week's episode on iTunes or read the corresponding article on itbusiness.ca under CMO Digital.